Okay, so the biggest problem in Final Fantasy XVI is not that we don't have a stable 60 FPS performance mode. I mean, don't get me wrong, of course I would like to have a perfect 60 FPS mode, but the real problem here is that VRR on the PlayStation 5 is not working as it should be. Or let's say it like this, it is actually working as it should be, unfortunately, because there are some limitations on the PlayStation 5 in terms of, PlayStation 5 does not support low frame rate compensation. That means every time when the frame rate drops below 48 frames per second, because that's the range actually on the PlayStation 5, 48 to 60 or 48 to 120 Hertz. Every time when this is happening, every time when the frame rate drops below 48 FPS, you will have a lot of stuttering. And therefore, right now, this is happening all the time. And that means the performance mode in Final Fantasy XVI is not to recommend. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. So let me explain this a little bit further, because maybe some of you are new to my channel or some of you don't know what VRR is actually. So VRR is verbal refresh rate, and it will, or if it is working as it should be, you shouldn't have any screen tearing, you shouldn't have any stuttering on your TV or screen. But again, unfortunately, the PlayStation 5 has some sort of limitation when it comes to VRR. And I made already a couple of videos about this topic, and short version, low frame rate compensation is not working on the PlayStation 5 out of the box. So what is low frame rate compensation? LFC means if the frame rate falls below the range on the console or PC, LFC will kick in and will prevent actually the screen from any stuttering or screen tearing. So very quick short version, okay? So watch my videos because I really explained it in details how LFC is working. Unfortunately, again, PlayStation 5 is lacking this feature compared to Xbox Series S and X, where you have this out of the box or supported by hardware software. It is not the same on the PlayStation 5. And that's why you have a lot of stuttering in the 60 FPS mode in Final Fantasy XVI, because the frame rate drops very often below 48 frames per second. Unfortunately, again, because it is just very, very unstable, and at the moment I can't recommend to play the performance mode because it's just very annoying. So let's take a quick look on the 30 FPS mode, which of course is much more stable and has a little bit of a also advantage in terms of resolution, in terms of fidelity, in terms of graphical quality. But again, 30 FPS in my opinion in a game like this, I don't know if this is the right choice. But right now there's not much what we can do. We can either play in a very unstable 60 FPS mode or in a blurry, stuttery 30 FPS mode, which is more stable, of course. But even then I found, according to my recordings or analysis, some dips in the frame rate. But again, please keep in mind, I'm using third-party software, I'm using teardrops, I'm not quite sure how accurate this program actually is. And of course, I did a little bit of a side-by-side comparison in terms of the visual quality between the quality and performance mode. And I will leave it up to you if you think it is worth to have unstable 60 FPS or you would like to play in the 30 FPS mode. Okay, my friends, so that's it for this video. I say thank you very much for watching me, and I just hope that the final product has a much better frame rate. Right now, this is actually a little bit disappointing, but to be very honest, this is a demo version. But I have a question. So why should you, or why would you actually release a demo version just a couple of days before release in a state like that? It doesn't make sense to me. So to be very honest, I wouldn't release a demo version like that, because the 60 FPS mode again is very, very unstable, and even with VRR enabled, it doesn't help much. And yeah, if you don't have a VRR capable screen, then it's even worse, because then it's stuttering actually all the time, because there is hardly a 60 FPS moment actually in this game. So again, I don't know why they actually released this demo in this stage. But we will find out the truth very, very soon, because the game will be released on the 22nd. And yeah, you will see the final result on this channel. So make sure you like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I see you guys next time. Bye.